Had to make sure everything was good back at the home front right there, man. The little ones tend to bump their heads at times, so you got to make
Oh, yeah,
sure
so
they
you got to
okay.
make sure everything is all right.
Oh yeah. So yeah, my bad. But as I was saying,
You
I'm
got to
here with
skip
my
the
aunt
Laker
today.
game and go see about your son.
Yeah, gotta skip
Absolutely.
the game. Gotta skip the game, man.
Absolutely. You got to check
go
on your
check my
family.
son, go watch him in his first college game. But hopefully one day. But in this instance, yeah, gotta go see about the little one, make sure he's good. But anyways, let's get back to the subject at hand, man. So high school football down here in the Dallas area is getting thick right now.
Yeah, it's been thick for a while.
Yeah.
Tim Campbell, the guru of high school football.
Oh, yes.
He talk about that 20 corridor. He been talking about that for the last about 10 or 12 years.
Yes.
That if you can come out the 20 corridor, you can do something.
Oh yeah.
And just like and now the 20 corridor has even expanded because now, because before he was more or less talking about Lancaster, DeSoto, Cedar Hill, and Alito.
Yeah.
It's coming down 20.
Yeah, wow.
But, and South Oak Cliff is on that corridor too.
Yeah.
And but now you can add.
Going further down.
You can add Farney now.
Yeah.
Because Farney knocked off Lancaster.
Yeah.
And, it's
a
not,
great game.
and you can get down to 20 pretty quick from Midlothian.
Yeah, you're right.
So now
You're right.
Midlothian is added to it. So it's thick coming out of that 20 corridor.
Yeah.
If you can come out of there, you probably can win a state championship.
Yeah.
And we also got to add, when you talk about high school football, we got to throw Parish Episcopal
Absolutely.
in there. They have won their fifth
5
straight
Yeah.
state championship.
Yeah.
And everybody say, oh, well, they private. Well, I got something to tell y'all that might say that. Oh, they beat South Oak Cliff and Alito in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
So don't discount them
sleep on
because
them. Yeah,
don't sleep
exactly.
on them because they're private.
Exactly.
Yeah, because they give scholarships to that school.
Absolutely. And there's things taking place, that public schools aren't privy to.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So, Jason Witten went out there and got his first championship in his lifetime.
Oh yeah.
You know?
Absolutely.
He never got a championship when he played.
No, never. High
any
school,
level.
college, Pee-wee.
But he's gone out to Argyle Liberty and turned that program into now a state championship. They've won in the past, but they've been down for a while.
Down for a while. Jason Witten went out there. And,
congrats to that Dallas Cowboy
so-
for going out there winning
So,
the championship.
we're going to always rep the Metroplex because, as you see in the background, that's D-Town. So
D-Town.
we're in Dallas, and, I know Farney and people say, oh, that's not Dallas. But I'm going to say it
Farney
like
is
this.
Dallas.
Everywhere I go, if I say, my nephew, I got a great nephew play for Midlothian. People say, where's Midlothian? I say, on the outside of Dallas.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not trying to be funny.
No,
but there's
we
a
used
lot
to
of
call
shit.
it South of 20.
Yeah. So-
Yeah.
So all that's recognized by being a suburb or whatever you want to call it of Dallas. So when you talk about that 20 corridor, and the way it's looking now,
Yeah.
because Cedar Hill,
Yep.
South Oak Cliff, DeSoto, and Duncanville. Oh, I didn't call Duncanville a while ago. It's still in the high school
Duncanville's a
playoffs.
dog. Like that's,
So it's
Yeah.
looking like we're gonna get 2-3 more state championships.
Yeah.
So we got 4 or 5 teams still playing. So it looked like and Parish Episcopal already won.
Yep.
Sox still playing.
Yep.
Cedar Hill still playing.
Cedar
DeSoto.
Hill just got knocked out by DeSoto. DeSoto's still playing.
Oh yeah, DeSoto's still playing.
DeSoto's
and
the dog.
Duncanville's still playing.
So DeSoto's the king of the corridor right now.
Yeah, but the
You
king
know?
of the corridor over the last 10, 12 years been Alito.
Oh, no doubt about it. No doubt
and
about
it
it.
looked like Alito's still playing too.
Yeah,
I mean,
they are.
even though they're
They
on a
are.
lower level, but they got in the last 15 years, they got about 8, 9 championships.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so-
Well, I'm just talking about the big dog
Oh
on the
yeah.
block right now.
Oh yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
know?
Oh yeah.
Nobody wants a part of DeSoto. Duncanville found that out real quick
Well,
after, everybody was talking
well,
about
Duncanville, I'm not trying to take nothing away from DeSoto, but Duncanville, they kind of started to believe that they couldn't lose. Like the
Yep.
old people say, they start smelling themselves.
Yep,
And
they
I
did
think if
that.
they played again, I'm not going to say that Duncanville would beat them. It'll be a lot different game, I'm saying like
You think
that.
so?
Yeah.
Man, because
If they played again, it'll be a lot different. And that's DeSoto first time in 6 years beating Duncanville.
Yeah,
So
I didn't
Duncanville-
know that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Yeah.
But Duncanville been the, You know,
They've been
that's
top
like,
dog for a minute.
sometimes, when you're the big brother, if anybody got any brothers like I did, every now and then y'all have, in New York they got the stock exchange.
Yeah.
But in the neighborhood we got the hand exchange. Y'all gonna have to exchange hands. So sometimes the big brother he done exchange hands with the little brother so much you start taking him for granted, and then little brother end up socking him in the nose, and then he got newfound respect for the little brother. I think that's kind of what happened right there. The big brother had been beating up on little brother so long.
Yeah.
Little brother caught him slipping and hit him in the nose. And hey.
Caught him coming around that corner and he ain't see him.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Nah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, it's a lot of exciting football going on right now. It's crazy because they all beating each other up. But, hey, if y'all get a chance, man, y'all go out and go watch some of that good high school action around here. There's some new schools popping up around here.
Oh, yeah, and if you go out.
And the Gunters.
And if you go out and watch some of these games, you may see one of my relatives playing. Who, I got all kind of nephews at Mid-Lothian, South Oak Cliff.
Little cousins.
All kind of stuff. So go check them out, Lancaster.
Yeah.
So go check it out. You might catch out one of my great nephews playing.
Yeah, man. Good times. But let's get this thing rocking. Let's talk about a little sports action, man. What's going down? Or what's gone down? So, the Cowboys played last Thursday. Seems like forever ago since they last played.
Oh yeah, it does. But
it's a
but
mini
they
week.
did their thing.
Yeah, they should. Cowboys should be the freshest team in the league for the rest of the season as far as injuries and physical. They haven't played too many physical games. This Seattle game was fairly physical. It seemed like the NFC West gives us trouble, other than the Rams because we lost to the Cardinals.
Yeah,
the 49ers blew us out.
Oh, yeah.
And that was a scrap to the very end in this game.
Yeah, and I think some of that was coaching.
Why you say that?
I mean, because I think just like Dan Quinn, for like 3.5 quarters, he didn't even blitz Geno.
Straight.
Think about it.
Yeah, he did.
Right. So I think he was trying to, sometimes these coaches get real cute.
Yeah.
I think he was trying to run a vanilla defense so Philadelphia wouldn't have fresh film on what they're going to do. But Philadelphia already know what you're going to do. Go out there and blitz this boy and make him look like he did the last 5 minutes of the game.
And he's not moving as good as he was. You know what I mean? Talking about Jalen Hurts. You can tell something ain't right.
Yeah,
And I just they've had too many close games, and I feel like we should have won that game by a lot last time we played them, honestly.
Oh, yeah. We had an opportunity to. We had a chance. We kept every time we got ready to do something, we shot ourselves in the foot.
Yeah. You're right. I mean, we had the ball at the 7-yard line, had a chance to win that game, and somehow found a way to give it to them, through penalties or whatnot. But in this past game, man, we got exposed a little bit, but I don't know. I can't really say that now because it's Thursday night games. You don't see too much defense in many of them at all.
And then it's just played game by game. You're not gonna play the game the same week in and week out. And like I said, I don't know if we got exposed or it was running a vanilla defense, not really trying to show our hand. I think it was a combination of both.
Yeah. And that's something that I've realized that, that is a part of the game plan, part of the strategy, Don't, like you said, show your hand.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go show you my whole playbook. You know what I mean? I need to say
just a week before I play you, so I'm going to kind of hold back a little bit.
We can do the minimum to beat you. That's what we're going to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? But if we need to pull something out, it's there, in the ammunition and the stash. So, but no, it was crazy to see. It wasn't crazy, but DK Metcalf was unstoppable. Didn't matter which side of the field he lined up on and who he was going against. He dominated and did all he could to win that game. He had 3 touchdowns against us, and Bland. He's still young. You know what I mean? And he can't make anybody look like that.
And this is the whole thing. DK Metcalf had one of those games.
Yeah.
Because he had 3 touchdowns against the Cowboys. But his other, 10 games, he had 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So, it was just one of those games. And that one touchdown, that was really on the safety.
Yeah.
That was really on Bland.
On Bland, you're right about
You know,
that.
because
he didn't
the
have him over
safety,
the top.
yeah, the safety,
He read run instead of doing his
he
assignment.
went under instead of going over the top. He went under, and he got burned. He got behind Bland, and the reason he got behind Bland because Bland thought he had help over the top.
Exactly.
And then everybody said, "Oh, he caught it on Bland." Well, in the kind of way he did, but he should have had help over the top.
Yeah, you're right.
And this is the thing.
That was a blown coverage by that safety.
You know, and I'm not gonna even say that. Well, I'm not even gonna say that DK Metcalf got the best of Bland because Bland got an interception right when we did.
But that was on Lockett though.
Yeah. I mean, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm just saying.
Right. He did get it.
If you, I'd say this: if it would have been DK Metcalf, he did the same thing because he beat the receiver to the ball.
Oh yeah, no
you
doubt.
know, and
No
he's
doubt.
good at that. So DK Metcalf had his day,
Yeah.
and and it was just one of those things that happened during the football season. But I'm not gonna go in on Bland at all.
No, I ain't going in on Bland.
No, I'm not saying you are. No, I was just saying no. I was just saying I'm not.
Yeah.
And I would, and I'll say this: if Bland can give me the interceptions like that, it's okay to get burned every now and then.
Hey,
Just keep
exactly,
on. Yeah, keep on.
Exactly.
Keep
Hey,
on giving me
like I said,
interceptions, man.
DK do that to anybody.
Oh yeah. And then
You know what I'm
DK is an exceptional athlete, but that was
Yeah.
just still one of those games because I'm sure that he's played against some lesser cornerbacks than Bland and didn't have that success because he done played 10 games and none of those cornerbacks he played before is as good as Bland.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, you're right.
So
I mean,
it was just one of those games, and
How you
I
feel-
don't get too carried away. You got to stay even in sports. Okay, he had a good game. Okay, that's okay.
yeah. You're right. You're right. But how you feel about Brandon Cooks? And
Brandon
this
Cooks
guy's
is playing a
going-
lot better, man.
Yeah.
He's playing a lot better, and we need him to play
Is he
better.
playing better? Or is he just getting the ball now? I kind of wonder if the Cowboys were preserving him for the later half of the season.
Yeah, because he's always hurt, so
Yeah.
maybe they was, but he's also creating a little bit more separation than he
Yeah,
did
boy,
at first.
open.
Yeah, he's open.
Yeah.
So it's easy to get you the ball when you're open.
boy get open.
It's a combination of both. Dak is probably for the first time the line has played 2 games in a row without having somebody go out.
Yeah.
So the offensive line may be getting a little continuity.
Yeah.
And it's a combination of Dak. So if they blocking better, Dak is probably a little bit more relaxed in the pocket. Got a half a tick longer, which give him that much longer to get open. So it's a combination of everything.
Yeah.
But I love the way Cook is playing.
Oh, yeah.
And I want him to keep playing like that.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
I do too. Yeah, it's fun to watch.
And I
right
just
now.
need Gallup and Tolbert to
come
just
join
to-
the party. Cause
come join the party.
I forgot Gallup was on the team, and I'm not lying.
Yeah.
I forgot he was on the team.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I was like,
I mean,
I
and
didn't
then-
think about Gallup because Cooks and CD been going.
Yeah,
in
and
first.
then and now they're trying to, like Tolbert has almost moved ahead of Gallup. And now he's
Man.
doing the same thing Gallup is doing. He's not creating no separation,
Yep.
battling for the ball and dropping it. So,
man.
it is what it is.
But,
and Ferguson is playing a lot better. Tight ends play a lot
he is.
better, man.
He is.
So
He's
we looking
making
good
plays
right
for it.
now. We'll see how we look against Philly.
Yeah, man. Speaking of Philly, man, we got a big game coming up. When I say we, I am talking about the 5-time Super Bowl champion Dallas Cowboys. We got a big game this week against the Philadelphia Eagles at home. And they're coming off of an embarrassing loss to the San Francisco 49ers. Much like ours, they scored 9 more points than we did, but they lost 42-19.
They scored 9 more points than we did, and they gave up more points than we did too, didn't they?
Nah, we gave up 42.
Oh, 42. Okay, we both gave 42.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, unless it was 40, I believe it was 42-14.
I think you are right.
19.
I think you are
It
right.
was 42-19.
Yeah,
Then
so
we lost
yeah,
42-10. So
it is what it is, and I'll say this: San Francisco still got to play the games.
oh yeah, they
San
still got to play.
Francisco still got
They
to play the
gotta
game,
play.
and Felix still got to, and Dallas still got to
really
play the
do.
game. And this is the thing that I want the Cowboys to understand: this is a big game, but don't get too hyped up about it.
Hey, so big game, small game, like you supposed to play all the games.
Game, yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
execute.
You say it's a big game, but then
It's all about execution.
if you win this and lose next week, it don't even matter. So every game is really a big game. You got to have a good winner.
Absolutely.
So,
Even the Super Bowl ain't no different than the first game of the season. No
you got to win.
The fifth game of the season.
You got to win.
It's all about execution. And whoever executes
and the reason,
highest rate typically wins.
And this is the reason it's a big game, because it's the next game.
Yeah.
The next game is always the big game.
Oh yeah.
The last game is over with.
Yeah.
So the next game
the
game after that is not here yet.
Yeah.
So then after Philly, who we got then? Who we got? Buffalo or somebody?
Somebody. I look one game at a time.
So it'll be a big game that week. Then you got Miami. So that'll be another big game.
Yeah.
And every game is a big game because you're trying to get the best record in your division. Yeah. So
And I'm looking at just how Philly's been winning games, and it's been very unimpressive. Last time we played them, we shut down A.J. Brown. Smith, had some, a few decent catches, but it was just a very unimpressive offensive performance, and they've been doing that every week. We really got beat by the Stripes last game.
Oh, well, yeah.
Well. And, like coming up with rules that,
Oh, well, yeah,
how's a catch at the time the thing hits my hand. If that's the case, every catch, every time a ball touches somebody's hands is a catch.
Oh, yeah, and then that's the whole thing about this is my thing
wild.
About
that was wild.
Getting beat by the Stripes.
And I don't blame games on Stripes. Typically.
Because this is what I was saying about the Stripes.
Things going on.
Oh yeah, it was those were big calls on those plays.
Yeah.
But my thing about the Stripes, if you'd have played the better on the other plays, the Stripes wouldn't have been involved.
Yeah, you're right about that.
I mean, that's just
you're right about that.
Yeah, but now the Stripes
2 or 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, but the Stripes do get involved in these games a little too much sometimes.
Yeah, 2 or 3 touchdowns would have made a pretty significant difference.
Absolutely, it would have made a big difference.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the difference between winning and losing.
Exactly. So that's a if you can play with 15, 16 guys versus 11, that's always.
Oh yeah. And what's the guy named Shaq?
Game plan.
Shaq
Leonard.
Yeah. That went to Philadelphia.
Yep.
You know what? See, I'm the type of person like this. Go on over there, Shaq. We're going to give you some, too.
Yeah, bro. We're going to take this L, bro.
We wanted you over here, but since you went over there, guess what? You're going to get it, too.
Go and take this L.
You're going to get it, too.
Yeah. Yeah. Take this L, Shaq.
So,
Yeah, we take that, you know what I'm saying?
We take that personally.
Texas, we take that very personally. What Dion say is personal. Yeah, we take that personally, man. You come down here, visit the best organization in all the sports. You know what I mean?
Because this is what I tell people.
Let us woo you, pay for your lunch.
Yeah, and then you say no. Then you go to Philly. Then you go to the arch enemy.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, man. Yeah, give my lunch money back.
Yeah, we got you, Shaq. We got something for you.
Oh, yeah.
And it's coming out there Sunday.
And people say, you take it personal. And the first thing I look at them, I say, it's me.
Yeah.
How can I not take it personal?
You know what I mean?
It's me.
Yeah. Yeah.
If it's you, I can't take it personal.
Yeah.
But if it's me, I have to.
I have no choice. Personal. Yeah. So can't come in my house and eat my food, then leave and you know what I'm saying, go to my enemy crib and sign a deal with them. It's all good though. You weren't supposed to be here anyway, but we ain't gonna talk like that.
We don't even want you, and I'm glad you went over there. Just so I can give you some. That's how I compete. Go over there if you want to. That's gonna be your loss.
Yeah, that's on you. That's on you.
That's on you.
We gonna move on from Shaq, man. Rest of the NFL news. It was it was a lot of good games. We already kind of spoke to this San Francisco and Philly game. San Francisco gave Philly the business.
The business, real bad.
Debo Samuel. Do you think any different of the quarterback out there?
Who is that?
Brock Purdy.
No.
I mean, the guy is really good when he has his team. I ain't saying he
absolutely.
Can go out
when
there
he got his team.
Yeah.
He's really good.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So that means he's no better than his teammates.
Yeah. No,
he's better
than a lot of these other quarterbacks out
here. I couldn't tell when Debo Samuels was gone because they lost 3 games in a row.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right. That's just like right now, what they saying about Patrick Mahomes.
That boy Debo.
He need a receiver, right?
Yeah.
But 2 years ago, they said he could carry a team. Mm-hmm. He could put a team on his shoulders and carry them. You got the same shoulders. Do it now.
Yeah.
Do it now.
It's very easy to game plan against 2 people.
Than it is 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And this is the whole
Absolutely.
thing. Patrick Mahomes, you look a lot better with Tyreek Hill than without him, man.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, so all these teams, and every week they prove my statement. You know better than your teammate.
He look better with Juju Smith-Schuster than without him.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
See, because this is the thing that Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill both kind of know is that Tyreek Hill, you can get the numbers without Patrick Mahomes, but you can't get the Super Bowl.
Yeah. It's a trade-off.
Patrick Mahomes,
because he's the one that's preventing you from getting
same thing.
Yeah,
you can get some numbers, but it's a lot harder to win the Super Bowl without Tyreek than it is with it.
Yeah.
Now you scheme your way and won last year,
Man.
but you can only scheme so long and get away with the same thing.
He had some good receivers. last year
and
too.
guess what? Some of them that was there last year is gone.
Gone.
So now instead of saying that Patrick Mahomes can put a team on his shoulders and carry him to the Super Bowl, they saying he needs some receivers.
Yeah.
So Patrick Mahomes, just like everybody else, no better than his teammates.
Yeah, you're right.
And I actually think that Patrick Mahomes is the best quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, he is.
I honestly believe that.
I mean,
but I don't care how good you are in an 11-man football game, you need some more men.
You got to have somebody to throw it to.
Yeah, and you got to have somebody to block.
You know what
Because because they won back-to-back Super Bowls, and then they lost one year. And when they let their two guards go, Patrick Mahomes needs some linemen. They went and got some linemen.
Yeah.
They win another one.
Yeah.
So now you need linemen and receivers, even though you're Patrick Mahomes.
You need everything.
You need
everything. You need a whole team around him in order
to be successful. So I know if Patrick Mahomes need a team, Dak need a team, Prudy need a team, all of them, Joe Burrow.
Yeah,
they're not as good as he is, so they need their teammates.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, you right about that. I'm going to throw a message out here real quick before we move on.
Okay.
Yeah, and actually we can move on. We can just
because right now Debo Samuel look like he should get the MVP.
Yeah, well, that last game he played was ridiculous. But yeah,
but every time he play, they win, and when he don't, when he don't play, they lose. What that sound like? MVP.
That's a great indicator of what that is.
That's who they need to work.
That's what that means.
Yeah, it seems like that's what that means.
And then Trevor Lawrence, he went down. Jacksonville had a nice little, I believe they had a winning streak coming into that game.
They had a 5 or 6 game winning streak.
Yeah, and as you were talking about him earlier, he looks a lot like Joe Burrow.
Absolutely.
And he showed up, but when Trevor went down that game, the C.J. Beathard had to come in the game. I ain't seen C.J. Beathard. I didn't know he was still in the league at all, quite honestly. But that's a big time loss for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
It was a quarterback I saw. Joe Flacco's still in the league.
Yeah, Joe Flacco.
Did they go get him from the grocery store?
Man, I don't. They had.
Joe Flacco was not in the league at the beginning of the year.
No.
Then all of a sudden I see Joe Flacco playing.
Yep. Yeah.
I was like,
I had to look back. I was like, man, when did Joe Flacco win that? Super Bowl?
He won one with the Ravens, right?
Yes.
Okay, and what was the other Ravens quarterback that won one?
Trent Dilfer. Yeah, and that's what I was saying about. We're gonna get to that, but that was my point about Florida State. It's like, how y'all gonna say because the quarterback and all this and that when Michigan, we're gonna get to that. But
we gotta get to that.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. But yeah, man, it's a bad deal for Jacksonville if they don't have Trevor with Sunshine. If they don't have Sunshine.
If they don't have, now I found this out last week. That's Trevor Lawrence's nickname.
Yeah.
So all of y'all that agree with that's a good nickname for a football player, say it in the comments. And all y'all feel like I do, go get your new nickname.
Yeah, because Unc say that sunshine.
That sunshine. That's a little. That's a little much for a grumpy old man.
That's real 2023 right there.
Yeah. That's the best way to put it. Because hold on, while we're on this subject, before we go any further,
can I get some of that drink real quick?
Last night I was looking at Channel 8 News because I got a little homeboy. When I say little, I mean little in age, not little.
Yeah.
Because I got one of my little homeboys is 6'5", weigh 330.
Yeah.
That's my little homeboy because he's only 40 something. So I'm going little in age, not little in size. But anyway, he had notified me. He say, Channel 8 is doing a little deal on Parish Episcopal. Look at it.
Yeah.
So I was sitting up there looking at Channel 8, and they was doing Santa's Helpers
Yeah.
at somewhere in Frisco. Mm-hmm. And I think there was Frisco Liberty. They had their football team.
Possibly. I don't. It's 12 schools in
Frisco got so many. It was Frisco
know.
something. They green and white.
Yeah.
So they had their dancers out there, football team, cheerleaders. Okay, so they showed the dancers right. They had a young man in the dancers.
Oh yeah.
Had the hats, had the same hat,
Yep.
had the same top with the sheer here with the glitter going down.
Yeah.
He didn't have a skirt, he had pants on.
Were they tights or were they pants?
They were pants.
Yeah.
And I'm saying,
Yeah, it's a kid
you know, I don't want to get to show counsel.
Yeah,
I don't want
nah.
nobody to go in, but I'm saying, for real,
it was a kid.
you had the same top the girls had on. You had the same hat the girls had on.
Yeah.
You kick your legs up in the air like the girls. I'm like,
Yeah,
for real?
That's what it is. But you know, it's a kid at my son's school. You know, and he had like a little, you know, wrestling, you know, outfit on with the tights and then the one piece thing up top. Yeah, it was, you know, but it's different.
But that's 2023.
Yeah, man.
I mean, you know, I don't want
Back
to.
in the day, it was a different.
I was like,
different
wow,
issue.
for real?
Different.
I mean, at least if you're going to. I have nothing against dancing. I have. But have a different uniform on.
Yeah,
or
put a different
something.
shirt on, like a manly, like a.
Yeah, you know, you got you got the lace. You know, you got the same top the girls got on.
Yeah,
and you know, no matter what people say, it is a difference.
Yeah,
you know, it is a difference, man. So you know, and I was like, for real.
Yeah. Let's. Yeah,
And it made me think of
move on.
Yeah, that made me think of Sunshine. So I wonder, was his name Sunshine?
Yeah, possibly. It's a good chance. But San Francisco is at the #1 spot in the power rankings, and we see why. We saw what happened.
Oh yeah, well I was up here saying last week. I don't know why San Francisco is #1. Well, I know why now.
Well, what's funny about this whole Power 5 rankings is nothing changed except the #5 team from last week. Everything is the same. Nothing changed, right? Philly's still in front of Dallas. Dallas still 4, and Miami still 5. Or is now at #5, taking the place of Kansas City. And, you know, a lot of people don't believe that'll be the case.
I can't disagree with that much at all. I really can't. Because until Dallas beat Philly, they not better than Philly.
Exactly. You know, in the head,
so
Dallas lost.
And yeah, and I don't know about Miami being. Well, I guess just by record they #5, but I don't. But Miami's not.
Well,
I don't know.
You know, I do listen to experts as well, and Louis Riddick was saying Miami is really looks like a much better team than they were blocking.
Oh yeah, okay.
And everything.
Because I seen them early in the year.
Yes.
Because right after they scored 70, they lost.
Oh yeah.
So
they got beat by 28, I believe, by Buffalo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By Buffalo.
Yep.
So I was like, huh?
Yep.
You know, so.
Yeah, they went out there and gave up 50, I believe, is what it was.
And I gotta apologize to San Francisco because I guess y'all are #1 in the power rankings.
Yeah, because they went out there and proved it if anybody had any questions. But I called it too. Moving on. Next up, we got the Noonish Fantasy Football League, man.
Oh, okay.
You know, you ran out the bottom. Jonas got a win this week. He beat MC Squad.
Got one. Okay.
Yeah, beat the MC Squad. Of course, you know what's going on.
Yeah. So I just got to admit,
another win.
see why you got this year, but you're gonna make me go learn about that. See, I don't know nothing about fantasy football. I ain't trying to make no excuse.
See,
I haven't even really winning there, but see why I gonna send out a little message.
You know, I'm taking that personal. That's
yeah,
personal,
me too.
I'm
finna go learn.
I ain't talking about CY message, Junk. I'm talking about what you just said. You know, you just said she got this year. You know what I'm saying? We still got playoffs.
Okay,
playoffs.
Playoffs. Well, I'm not gonna be in the playoffs.
I still got playoffs.
Well, that's why I got to speak it for me personally.
And you basically just did to me what the NCAA did to my boys at Florida State. You gave me no shot, no chance. You said, see what I got this year.
Oh,
You know
oh
what
no,
I'm
no,
saying?
no, 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 no. I'm
I
saying
got
far as
something
I'm
for you,
concerned,
CY.
she got it for us over me, not over.
Okay.
This is personal, CY.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
this
personal.
personal call. You sent the message to me.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
gonna make me go find out how to do all this whole fantasy switching and changing players all week. I don't even know how, CY, but I'm going to learn. And you got me this year, but we'll see you next time.
What do you say? We'll be back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll be back. You know what I'm saying? Like
See, you could have had next year too, CY, but you open your mouth. I got to get you.
Yeah.
I'm on a mission.
Yeah. Oh man, that name is very familiar. You know what I'm saying? Well done, huh? You know. So right now, CY in first place. I'm in second, one game over Mark. Thankfully, Jonas beat Mark this week. CY beat the brakes off of Ray.
And Mark started slow, but he kind of picked up a little steam.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He got 2 wins against me this year. Like both of his best games were against me, and I can't do nothing about that. You know. And you know, this week CY was the top scorer in the league. So you know, she's gonna be a tough one to beat, but we gonna get it done. I'm 100% confident. You know what I'm saying? It's just about getting these playoffs started, but. We got one more week of the regular season. We'll see what happens. I asked for help from my boys, and nobody's giving me help. But it's all good. I go out here and do it myself.
If you want anything done, you got to do it yourself.
Got to do it yourself, man. That's what I'm going to do.
That's why I'm going to get CY. I got to do it myself.
NCAA news. Y'all know what we talking about today. What in the world happened on Sunday morning? You know, and I already knew. You know, like when it's 2 like top Heisman quarterbacks, right? And you know, the night before the Heisman or a little while before the Heisman, they got the other awards. You know,
yeah.
And they give one of the quarterbacks the other award for the top player, quarterback, or whatever
offensive
it
player,
is.
whatever.
Yeah, whatever it is. They
and
get
then
that
the
to
other
him.
guy get the Heisman.
You know, so you know, it's Sunday morning, and I see the AP poll comes out. And it ranks, you know, Florida State at number 4, Texas at 3, you know, Washington and Michigan in the 2 and the 1 slots. You right? And I'm like, oh no, that is not good news. Immediately, my first thought for the CFP, because AP is what it's supposed to be and what it should be.
Oh yeah.
And it's kind of like, here, you really deserve this, just for some vindication right here. We're going to give you this and show you this. You are number 4 in the nation right now as it stands. But that CFP had a completely different idea of what they wanted in that bowl game. And it's completely like, this is everything wrong with college football right now. What's going on with the NCAA? This is why don't nobody trust y'all, man. This is why nobody believes what you're saying, man, because it's not about the kids. And time again,
how was Florida
y'all
State
proved that.
Even number 4, they undefeated?
You know, and think about this.
Everybody else got at least 1 loss, right?
Yes.
So I don't even know how they was even number 4. They should have been 1 or 2.
And 4 years ago, if I'm a freshman at Florida State coming in, you know, and into new head coach Michael Norvell's program, still integrating with the old Florida State kids, this losing mentality. These kids don't even realize who they are and who they were back in the 90s and how dominant this program was at one point in time. They don't understand the tradition and the love and the passion behind this school winning, you know, and where they come from, the Warwick Dunn days and things like that, you know. So imagine coming in with a coach that understands that and loves and has loved Florida State since he was a young buck, right? He's got the opportunity to coach his team out of the pits, out of the mud.
Back up to the top.
Back up to the top.
Where Bobby Bowden had him for years.
Exactly. You know, and people questioning, you know, after the first year they have a losing season and people questioning if he's the man for the job and, you know, all this and that, and you know, they gradually getting better and better. This young kid, Jordan Travis, he comes on board, you know, a few years ago, comes on board. right? And he starts playing his butt off, as a young buck in this system and helping to regain this winning tradition, this who we are as Florida State and our identity. And these kids, like growing up in year 3, we got better. Only 3 losses this season, or having 4 losses last year, right? And then we finally get to our senior year. You know what I'm saying?
You go to him. Yeah.
And we have a schedule before the season starts. We beat LSU in our first game of the season. We run through our schedule, undefeated, 13-0, everything that we've been through prior to this year. We've been battling since we've been to school, and now we have reached the pinnacle of an undefeated season.
And they leave you out.
And an ACC championship.
And they leave you out.
And they leave us out of the opportunity to win the national championship. This is a shameful, shameful decision by NCAA. This has nothing to do with the competition on the field. This is everything wrong in life, right? Money is the root of all evil. This was a very evil move pulled, in my opinion, by the NCAA.
The love of money is the root.
You know what I mean?
Money itself can't do nothing.
You're right.
The love of money is the root. The love of it.
And this was a very evil move by the NCAA, like blatantly putting money over people.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Blood, sweat, and tears through the years, and you finally reach a point. And not only that, what hurt, 2 weeks before the conference championship game, my quarterback goes down, right? Against one of the weaker teams that we played this year, because we've had a tough schedule week after week for the most part, And I hear what people say, like, football's all about matchups. And rivalry games, those are different, right? Those are different. Those are different types of emotions being played with. You're getting the best out of every kid on that field. So rivalry games are very different than any other game in the season. So I say that to say, because I've heard people say things about the Boston College game, how they barely beat them. I go back and I look at Alabama's schedule. I'm like, it's 5 or 6 teams. Y'all barely beat.
Alabama had to barely beat half of the teams they played.
Exactly. South Florida, they only beat them by 14. Like, the offense has been atrocious in Alabama, and that was their excuse, the quarterback in Florida State.
The only team that really went through pretty much everybody they played is Georgia. Because all those teams played some tough, close games.
Yeah.
Including Washington. I mean, and just like we were talking earlier, sports is backwards from life.
Yeah.
See, and the reason Florida State got punished is because what they might do, not what they have done.
Yeah.
Because this is what they're saying. They might lose, They might lose because they don't have a quarterback, but they don't won 12 games.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you go to a job, they say, give me your resume so I can see what you have done. Oh, well, if you have done this and this, you probably can do this.
Yeah, no doubt.
When the police police look for somebody, they look for their MO, mode of operation.
Yep.
If you are a burglar and you live in a neighborhood where there's a lot of burglaries going on, the police going to come look for you.
Right, yeah.
Everything in life, when you go get a car or a house, they check your credit score. What have you bought and paid for?
Yeah.
So Florida State done bought and paid for 12 games, but you might lose the game 13.
You know what I'm
saying?
saying?
We're not going to bring you in there. That is not how life operates. Life operates that you done won 12 games, you're supposed to be there. We're going to put you in there, and you worry about how you're going to win it.
Well, the whole thing is this. They keep talking about how poorly TCU played, and they don't want to see that type of game anymore. I got a question, Who did TCU beat to get to that game last year?
They beat the brakes off Michigan, wasn't it?
Beat the brakes off Michigan.
So why do Michigan deserve to be there?
You know what I'm saying?
When the Big Ten is so weak. And every time the Big Ten go up for a championship, what happens?
Man.
Except for one time.
They get the breaks.
With Urban Meyer, they finally won one.
Yeah.
But most of the time, Ohio State and Michigan, when they go against other conferences, they look horrible.
Lose
They
bad.
look horrible.
Yeah. Yeah, not enough speed.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
And I don't have no favorites.
Yeah.
Because if I was gonna have a favorite, it'd be UT.
Yeah.
Because it's like this.
Now at this point, yeah. But my whole thing is this is what's ironic to me. And this is why I continue to say it's not about the product on the field. So if you look at
it's about money.
Let's look at the teams in the bowl games, right? In the CFP playoff. We got Michigan, Washington, Texas, and Alabama. Ironically enough, if I zoom in just a little bit here, who is ranked 1 through 4 in the total revenue? You know what I'm saying?
Ohio State, Texas, Alabama, Michigan, and number 5 is Georgia.